There are quite a few high-tier collectibles out there in the video game memorabilia collecting scene, including the elusive Sonic the Fighter's SuperSoniQ plush and the legendary Super Mario RPG Mallow plush. But if there's one thing both of these items have in common, it's that they were produced with the intention of being available to consumers, despite being holy grails in modern times. However, there's a separate, special tier of collectibles that exceeds even the most limited of collector's items, because the items I'm talking about were never intended to be in the hands of collectors. I'm talking about prototypes. Every plush toy or action figure you've ever bought had a prototype made for it. A prototype is defined as a one-of-one mock-up created in order to give the company an idea of how exactly the product is going to look and be manufactured. These prototypes are not only used as internal reference, but they're oftentimes shown off at toy fairs or conventions in order to drum up anticipation for their release. While most consumers probably don't think twice about prototypes, or even realize that prototypes can look different than the final product that gets released, collectors consider prototypes the ultimate collectible, because technically they're not even supposed to have them. And this is where the mystery begins. After product lines are completed, or in some cases when companies dissolve or go defunct, what happens to all of those prototypes? Unfortunately, there is no definite answer to this question, and that's why prototypes are so mysterious and coveted. In many circumstances, prototypes of retail released figures get destroyed. Either materials will be recycled for future products, or they will be destroyed when they get sent to the factories for mass production. In other cases, employees who worked on the line will keep a couple for their personal collection, or sell them on eBay. This was especially true in the early 2000s with the now famous auctions from ToySight. An employee of the defunct company had many characters from the cancelled Mario's World line that was shown off at the toy fair, and thus sold them on eBay. Nightram from the Video Game Memorabilia Museum has quite a few of these, however, there were still a few he wasn't able to get. And that leaves us with the rest of the undocumented prototypes left in the wild. Back in 2010, someone visiting a thrift shop in California found a boxed Zelda prototype from the cancelled Ocarina of Time ToySight line. And it makes you wonder, how on earth did that end up there? And furthermore, where is it now? How many of these things are left roaming in the wild, at thrift stores and flea markets, hidden away inside someone's private collection, or simply discarded in the back of someone's closet? The intrigue of prototypes and their rarity factor is something that will forever keep collectors intrigued and interested in getting their hands on these insanely priceless pieces of history. And at the end of the day, that's what these prototypes should be viewed as. Historical pieces of artwork that should be preserved whenever they can be. Because aside from the fact that these are one-of-one figures, all of these companies are no longer in existence or no longer hold the character licenses, so there will never be another ToySight Banjo-Kazooie figure or Toy Island Gamma Bendy figure. And it's for these reasons why the mystery of prototypes may never be solved.